Bitcoin will fall to $4,000 before any sustained bounce, Analyst predicts. Bitcoin falls 7%, can't capitalize on recent rally. Cryptocurrency prices gave up some recent gains Wednesday, with Bitcoin, the number one digital currency, drifting back below $7,000 as bullish traders hold their breath. The swings in crypto prices over the past week have been indicative of the wider market, marked by listless, directionless trade. The market remains topsy-turvy and people aren't sure what lies ahead, said Charles Hayter, co-founder of Crypto Compare. Last year we went from irrational exuberance, where people were riding the trend higher, to a shift lower this year. Essentially we have gone from higher highs to lower lows. Adding to the slide were concerns after US-based cryptocurrency exchange Kraken suffered a systems failure. Exchange failures continue to weigh on the market validity debate. Bitcoin kissed, plus 0.63%. Last changed hands at $6,876.19, down 7.3% on the day. Analyst, real bounce won't occur until Bitcoin hits $4,000. The debate remains whether the failure at the death cross, where the 50-day moving average crossed below the 200-day moving average Monday, was a medium-term low. But one analyst said it was just a function of the grossly oversold levels and not a shift in sentiment. Expect prices to undercut February's lows over the next few weeks, and that violation to trigger a large wave of defensive selling, said Yannis Agents of Crack Market in a Tuesday blog. Don't expect prices to bounce until we fall into the $4,000 range. Then and only then will it be safe to buy the bounce, he said. Altcoins and futures. The decline in Bitcoin has weighed on the digital currency industry. After pushing above $400 yesterday, Ether fell 7.8% to $377.53. Bitcoin Cash was off 8.1% at $654.65. Litecoin last traded at $120.64, down 10.2%. And Ripple was down 7.5%, at 50 cents. Futures markets ended the day well in the red. The CBOE's April CONTRACTX BTJ8, minus 0.15%. Settled Thursday down 7.9% at $6,890, and the CME Group Incorporated April contract BTCJ8, plus 0.07%. Closed down 8% at $6,860. Bitcoin price will recover from worst ever start to a year, analysts predict. Bitcoin is reeling from its worst ever start to a year, having fallen in price by more than $10,000 since the beginning of January. But despite these losses, some analysts believe the cryptocurrency's value will recover and could even go way beyond the highs of late 2017. The price of Bitcoin fell below $7,000 on Wednesday, the 4th of April, to around a third of highest ever price reached in December of around $20,000. The crash has been attributed to a number of factors, such as the tightening of cryptocurrency regulations in major markets like South Korea, which have resulted in greater investor caution. Yet Michael Jackson, a Bitcoin expert and the former COO of Skype, told The Independent he is hopeful that Bitcoin's fortunes will soon reverse. The price has been driven by speculators and they suddenly got cold feet, but there's considerable effort going on behind the scenes, including new underlying technology that is powering faster transactions, Jackson said. Meanwhile, regulators seem open-minded and are now working to eliminate the risks for consumers. So I see no reason why Bitcoin shouldn't fulfill its dream. And if it does, then recent price falls will appear trivial. Jackson, who is now a board advisor to the Bitcoin wallet provider Blockchain, has previously suggested that Bitcoin's inherent value as a payment mechanism and store of value means that the price of one Bitcoin could eventually be worth millions of dollars. If it reaches even 1% of the value store of other major money supplies, like the US dollar, it could be worth 100 times what it is today, Jackson told Newsweek in December. The price of Bitcoin has fallen by around a third in the first quarter of 2018. Despite its scale, the fall in price is not unusual for the volatile cryptocurrency. Over the last 5 years, Bitcoin's value has rarely increased in the first quarter of the year. Leading cryptocurrency publication CoinDesk also noted that over the last few months, the correlation between the stock markets and Bitcoin has strengthened, indicating that Bitcoin is still being treated by investors as a speculative asset and is therefore prone to turbulent prices. Other analysts believe the price of Bitcoin is incidental compared to the real implications of the underlying technologies that power the cryptocurrency and others like it. Jeff Schumacher, founder and chairman of venture firm BCG Digital Ventures, claims the excitement surrounding Bitcoin's price distracts from the potential of other digital currencies like Ethereum, which are more efficient than Bitcoin and offer greater scalability, key characteristics for allowing mainstream adoption. While the buzzwords are Bitcoin and blockchain, the power words are world computer, referring to Ethereum, and third-generation protocols, referring to newer cryptocurrencies like Tron and Cardano, Schumacher told The Independent. Bitcoin is just a distraction, but world computer and third-generation protocols are the game changers. That's what we're excited about. Despite slump, Bitcoin proving to be new stock market indicator, U.S. investor. Although there was some positive news on Tuesday that the crypto market had been showing signs of recovery, the money crunch is still there. Still, Bitcoin seems to be willingly asserting a new role for itself. The cryptocurrency scoreboard did not look that bright on Wednesday morning, with top market cap virtual currencies down between a staggering 4 to 9.5%. To name a few, Bitcoin was down roughly 4.5%, hitting $7,083.09 before lunchtime on Wednesday, whereas Litecoin plunged 9.4% to $121.74. The second biggest virtual currency, Ethereum, devised by a Russian entrepreneur, is down 6.8% to $387.75. Last month saw a major sell-off of cryptocurrencies, with the whole market decreasing by a whopping $7 billion in around half an hour, Business Insider reported, citing Moti Greenspan, one of their analysts. This move is actually quite correlated with the moves in U.S. stocks. U.S. stock market futures went down earlier on Wednesday, on the heels of China introducing retaliatory tariffs on American manufactured goods. Greenspan noted that there is essentially a link between stocks and cryptos, since these are both risk assets, while cues of a looming trade war are discouraging investors, who aim to reduce their investment risk. Jeffrey Gundlach of Doublelang Capital told Reuters on Tuesday that Bitcoin is proving to be a new stock market indicator, which is ultimately a new tendency. Interestingly, late last year crypto enthusiasts lauded the crypto-asset class as a hedging instrument, saying that the virtual coins have nothing to do with other markets. However, now there appears to be a link between them, which is likely a sign of the increasing development and maturity of the nascent financial sector. Bitcoin, the largest digital currency by market cap, has seen tremendous ups and downs in the past year. Reaching its peak in the run-up to New Year's Day, it dramatically dipped in January and February, going down over 50% against the dollar. In the last 2 weeks of a severe slump in the crypto market, there was a slight recovery on Monday evening and Tuesday morning, when a rise in the Bitcoin price propelled other currencies up as well. Notably, on Monday, Bitcoin traded at around $7,350, which is an 8% rally over Sunday's lows. After the U.S. authorities announced in late March that they were introducing duties on a range of Chinese goods, the State Council of China responded by announcing plans to impose a 25% duty on 106 items imported from the U.S., including soybeans, cars and chemical products, according to local media. The exact time when the measure will come into effect depends on when the U.S. introduces the duties.